It's hard to please people these days, I think. I've watched several movies and noticed that Rotten Tomatoes have given the movies low ratings, and some movies I thought really sucked, they got high ratings. Now, my reviews, I don't go into the details of stuff. I just mention what I thought, was the movie good or not. So the first one is The Lone Ranger. I thought the movie was great. I laughed. Um, I thought it was entertaining. There was nothing really new. I mean, you've seen that kind of thing play out in movies from years ago, but still, I thought it was great. It was fun to watch Johnny Depp and everybody else. Johnny Depp sticks out the most, but I laughed several times throughout the movie. Good movie, but only a 29 rating, and they consider it a flop. And Johnny Depp is not happy with the critics. He's saying because of the reviews from the first time they shut down the movie, that those ratings, those reviews hurt the movie, and I think he's right. Okay, second one is Pacific Rim. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 71. I couldn't even believe it. This movie was hard for me to watch. I got through the whole thing, but the movie reminded me of the Power Rangers. People jumping into a suit, a big robot. It reminded me of the Power Rangers, except for it was serious. Power Rangers were goofy and silly, and I watched plenty of them. I think I watched too many of the Power Rangers that I'm actually definitely bored of that whole scenario. So people being inside a robot, fighting monsters, come on. Do you not see the similarities? Maybe there was a lot of Power Ranger people who loved this movie. Oh, wow, it's kind of like the Power Rangers. Anyway, I thought the movie was just boring, okay? Sure, the robots were cool to look at, and the monsters were pretty interesting, yeah. But it was something that I've seen so many times, and it was boring. But Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 71. I'm surprised no one even mentioned that it looks similar to Power Rangers, because all these other movies, they will mention that it's a ripoff of this and that. So I'm really surprised no one ever mentioned it or even put that together. Whatever. Okay, Man of Steel got a 56. Already talked about that. I thought that movie was great. The action was exactly what I've always wanted to see. I mean, God, the action was so radical. It was so different. I mean, throwing people and going through buildings and tearing up a whole city fighting. In the old Superman movies were pathetic. The fighting was pathetic when it would happen. So I loved it. Okay, World War Z got a 67 approval rating from Rotten Tomatoes, and I thought it was a great movie. I think it should have got a higher rating, definitely. I mean, the zombies were so fast and quick, it kept you on your toes. Man, that was awesome. I thought it was great, and my wife loved it too. We're hoping that there'll be some kind of part two I don't know if they can or will, but I think they should. I think there was room in there for a part two. Just because they found kind of a vaccine where you can go around the zombies and they can't sense you, because they're looking for a clean person, a person without disease. I don't see the reason why they can't finish it. You know what I mean? So, the Wolverine, 68%. Again, I think that it should have been higher. I love the X-Men. I love Wolverine. I love all the characters, and so it was a great movie. It was a great movie. I have no complaints about it whatsoever. Although I am wondering at the very end where his metal claws were gone and he grew his bone claws. Does that mean he's never going to have the metal claws again? He's always just going to have the bone? Because those are weaker than the metal. So I don't know. I looked up, people's reviews and what they thought, and some people thought he would grow them back again. I don't know, because he always healed. So I don't know. Okay, After Earth with Will Smith and his son. His actual son is in the movie. That thing got 11% from Rotten Tomatoes, and a lot of people say it's a flop. Okay, yeah, the story was something that's similar to lots of movies. You see where a person gets injured and then another person has to go through the wilderness to find help. Yes, the concept is old. I've seen it many times through all sorts of different shows, even way back. Old movies. I've seen that scenario where someone's injured and somebody has to travel really far to find help. But still, the technology was pretty cool to see in the movie. Although I was really surprised on certain things, like everything broke. Everything in that movie. I mean, his thing that he had on his arm, it broke. Those things that he had to breathe for oxygen, they broke. It seems like the technology in the future is still made from China or dollar store or something. Even the ship looked like it was made out of paper. I could have, but still, it was interesting. And the creature in the movie I thought was pretty cool. Although it had a major weakness. Don't sense fear, it can't see you. That's odd. But anyway, 11% is all I got. And I thought it was pretty good. It wasn't really great, but I thought it was good. Anyway, if you guys seen any of these movies, let me know what you think in the comments below. You guys have a good one. Take care, and God bless.